Howdy, guys. Howdy, howdy, howdy. Welcome to what's hopefully not a blinker big blinkerson night. Hopefully it doesn't do the blinky blinkies. The blinky blinky blinkies. Hang out in here for a little bit. Jack Max, what is up? Yeah, I don't know if you saw the thumbnail. I'm like this. Because evidently, I think it was last week or the week before, he got banned. Or got taken off. Whatever thumbnail I had, whatever girl was behind me, whatever. YouTube said, your thumbnail from Tuesday Night Hangouts has been removed. I don't know why. It was an auto one. I didn't name it anything. And dang pervert. Well, thanks a lot. Yeah. So I actually I switched it to one that was in the three they suggested. And it was still another one with a shot of a girl in a bikini in the background. So I think it was flagged. You're at the skate park with your kid. Still? Isn't it dark out? Does it have lights or no? Yeah, I think Backroads is skateboarding right now too. I think he started taking it up, yeah. Once he felt so brave with the kayak, he wanted to try skateboarding. No? It has lights. Oh, it has lights. Ours here don't. We have no lights. Unless there's a baseball game, then the Monterey skate park will stay lit until they turn off the lights. Hey, Nicholas Green, how are you doing? Yeah, I figured you were taking up skateboarding there, Backroads. Yeah, we were just, Nicholas, I was just talking about, not last week, the week before, and they removed my thumbnail. They removed my thumbnail. I think it was because there was a picture of a girl in a bikini behind me. YouTube just said, your thumbnail has been removed. I'm like, why? Same thumbnail I've been using for years. Finally, they're like, nope. I said, I think somebody flagged it though. Fish porn. I think somebody flagged it. Somebody came in, got all bitter, like, what you doing? You got sexy girls in this thumbnail. Get rid of them. We don't want to see that. With everything else going on in the world, and they're worried about a picture like that in my thumbnail. I think that's a little low. You guys want stickers? Go to thestickerguy.com. Sorry. Blatant promoting for stickers. Blatant promoting for stickers. Yeah, I saw your comment. I done saw your comment. Got a lot of big fish on that worm. Anyway, I don't fish it much. You should catch a lot of Uvis on that worm. Where else? Most of the lakes I used to catch them on that thing. when I was around the rocks and everything where it's really sticky, so I didn't want any weight, I would always throw that weightless over the rocks just to keep it so it wouldn't get snagged. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do it tonight now. I keep forgetting to order all the worms. The Funk in CT. Hey, somebody new. Welcome to the channel. Oh no, that's Frank. Never mind. Yeah, that's a good worm. I saw the one where you, well, I commented on the one where you caught a lot of them on it. I did notice you said, I'm not going to say that some Seiko style worms are better than others or anything. No, I'm going to order tonight. I'm going to order tonight. I keep forgetting. I get in there and I go to bed and I'm laying in bed and I'm like, shit. Because I never remember during the day. So I think I remember at night. And I don't remember until I lay down. I'm already like in bed for like an hour and all of a sudden I go, shit. Yeah, I told you that's a good color. Did you try the Did you try the root beer? Did you try the root beer green? It's another good one, man. I'm telling you. Root beer green. Ooh, I'm 4-1. Oh, sorry. Now I'm 4-0. Yeah, I don't. Do I have you sitting right here? Nope. Put them back in the closet. Yeah, I know. Well, why is everybody watching the ones that I'm using that go into the Throwback Thursday now? It's like nobody's watched those for years. Yeah, you said yeah. They are durable. I think they're more durable than Seiko's. Yeah, they have really good plastic. They're sticky. I said you can catch like I think you can catch like 10, 11 fish on them. You just have to keep like moving it around in the front. I've had ones that are like so torn up, so ripped out. Like I'm trying to put the hook back in to make it weedless, and it just keeps falling out because it's like so torn up where the hook's been going through. They do absorb water, though. I don't know if you noticed that. Senko's one and done. Yeah. Well, it's like, that's what I call robo-worms. Robo-worms are one and done. Definitely one and done. Oh, CT. Remember our conversation about the houses last time? Yeah, I was a little off. Chex-Mex was in here. Yeah, the two across the street sold for over 500,000, and one down the street just sold for like 660,000. And yeah, the wallpapers, and this house here, theirs is like 700,000. Yeah, I was wrong. Both those ones I showed you, I said they were like 400,000 or something. Yeah, no, they both sold. They just sold. One sold for 530, the other sold for 540, and the one down the street that has an addition like this sold for 660,000. So I guess I live in a little bit more posh of a neighborhood than I thought. Kicking it in, $500,000 homes. Didn't think they were that high, but inflation does happen, I guess. So, eventually everybody's going to catch on to those worms there back roads. I did never sell them. till now. I mean, I never sold them. I bought a bunch and then I just like fished them for myself. And I never got around to offering them. 8-1. Yeah. I don't. 7-1, 8-1. Come on, guys. Yeah, I'm not a frog fisherman. I don't even own a frog. I don't think I've ever caught a fish on a frog. Not a hollow belly. I get them on toads. Where years ago there was that foam. There was a foam frog that Bill Dance like promoted. I think I caught some margarita on that, but it wasn't a hollow body. Hollow body. It was like a foam. Sorry to panic. Well, if you would have, you caught a bunch of them on it though, on the Okeechobee. I thought you would have like, if you wanted to reorder back then, and I would have ordered some. But yeah, I'll get them. I'm gonna get more of the Okeechobee. I'm gonna get more of that one. The Ghost Bluegill. And do you want to try watermelon red, Backroads? I don't know if you're a fan of that color, but I think somewhere you said you liked it. So I was thinking of trying that. I never got any originally. I think I have access to like 14 colors. I think that's what they create. I only got 5. But I think I had 5 colors. Yeah. Oh, I was just getting ready to say I haven't blinked yet. Right when I blinked. Yeah, there's a... No, I got 1,000,000 watermelon red worms. Okay. Sorry. And watch reels, most fishing. Well, they have. Oh, you said you have too many greens. You have green pumpkin. That pumpkin. Well, they have the root beer green, pumpkin pepper, black red, black blue laminate, and the one on red not. Maybe black and red? Yeah, I was gonna get, like I said, I was gonna get the, when I was getting June bug. Isn't he in Hurricane Watch? Yeah, I was gonna get the June bug. Yeah, I'm gonna get the June bug. I'm gonna get the more of the Ghost Bluegill. I was gonna get watermelon red, but obviously don't want that. I could get a slate of a pack of the black red. I also have black blue, but it's, and they have actually have black purple flake. Never been a fan of the black purple flake, but yeah, I'll get a set of the black and red. I don't think I ever got them. I don't think I ever got that color in it, so I'll get the black red. The black red, the June bug, and the Ghost Bluegill. Or not June bug, Okeechobee. That's what I'll get. I'm out of the Okeechobee. I like that Okeechobee though, because it's kind of it's a different green blue. It's almost like a watermelon blue. It's not really a green pumpkin blue. And some of the Okeechobees are Okeechobees are tan and blue. Really? Hard baits? I'm tired of greens and water. Well, you like the Okeechobee, right? Or is that one passe already? The Okeechobee? Green and blue? Now it's starting to blink me like crazy. I'm tired of greens and watermelon. Yeah. Well, I said you need to try that Okeechobee. All right, yeah. Well, I'm getting some so I can have some more of those too. And I do ghost bluegill. I still have some of the watermelon or root beer green, but you haven't tried that one yet. It's green flake, and the root beer's nowhere near green. It's orange. I know it doesn't look like a color they hit, but I'm telling you, they love that color. It's almost like the old pumpkin seed. Pumpkin seed chartreuse tail. That is like, oh, that's a forgotten color, but I'm getting way back into it. Pumpkin pepper chartreuse tail. Like old school. That's a really, really good color. Actually, I'm going to be doing a show on. I have a show ready to edit when I went for the spotted bass with Tito, but I want to film one about my like 7 go-to drop shot colors. So I'm getting ready to do that one. So look for that for as far as like color choice. Like over my 6 best over like the last 12. I mean, just I usually start out with tons of brown colors. Not sure why. I never gave them much. No, but that's root beer. Yeah, the pumpkin pepper that is a brown, but the root beer that thing's orange. It's not brown, dude. It's orange. It's actually what pumpkin should be, because pumpkins are orange. But they call it root beer. And it's kind of a orangish amber. Well, yeah. It's orange though, it's not brown. So you gotta get, yeah, you gotta give it a try, man. Give it a chance. Because I said my friend Rick used to throw that thing. Texas weedless right into the reeds all the time. I think he was the same, but he didn't even know what color it was because he's colorblind. So I don't think he noticed how orange it was with the green flake. Wait, what hatch are we matching with that? I have no idea. I have no idea what it looks like. But how many purple and brown fish are swimming around? How many great fish are swimming around? I don't know why they like it, but they like it. Yeah, it doesn't look like a crawdad. I mean, it's Okeechobee craw. Well, I guess there are some in creeks. There are some crawdads in creeks that are brown and blue, or tannish and blue. Not usually in lakes, but in creeks. So I don't know. I've never caught a crawdad out of Okeechobee. I don't know if they're green and blue, but evidently that's what they're saying. Yeah, I don't know. I told you I caught those. That one tournament when I caught 7 pounder, that was on the root beer green flake. And I fished that shelf for like 6 hours before that with nothing. And we only had 3 hours or 2 hours left to fish. And, hey, Tanner. Exactly. But yeah, I said I threw that on that point, and that's where I lost a 7 pounder. Plus, I got 4 other fish, and I experienced it. I tried every other. I tried purple. I tried the June bug on it. It came early enough. Yeah, it came early enough. I'll let it cycle through for you. Um, yeah, I said I went through with every color. I used that ghost bluegill because these were I was using them as 6-inch finesse worm, not the Seiko style, but on a drop shot. Yeah, and I tried that the ghost bluegill, nothing. And I tried the June bug, nothing. I think I had green pumpkin red flake, nothing. Yeah, and also I put on that root beer green because at that time I'd already seen Rick catch Loudman Pinot on it, and I went, let me try this freaking root beer green flake. Well, yeah, that's what I said. I'm getting ready to do it on drop shot colors and that, but it's just gotten so saturated. I mean, freaking the stickos I get, 55 colors. It's like seriously, 55 different versions of that little 3-inch sticko, and most of them are so similar. Yeah, the fish don't even freaking. There are subtle differences in some, but yeah, I'm gonna do. I'm probably what I'm gonna do on Friday is gonna be about my 6, 7 go-to. Yeah, I'm gonna go to my 6 or 7 um, go-to drop shot colors. The ones that I pretty much that's all I fish now. If they won't hit those 6 or 7, they're probably not on a drop shot bite. So, and I did the same thing. I honed it down when I fished just so many. I tried all the different colors when I started using because in my drop and stick I had the basic colors like green pumpkin, watermelon red, green pumpkin chartreuse, black blue, blue black flake, and they had all these other options, lighter style. And I probably I don't know. This is probably gonna be my whole tip to trick. Well, especially except for the actual colors, but yeah, I probably tried 20 of them. Everything I thought looked good, and they just on like 5, 6 different lakes I fished. It just didn't pan out. It was like I thought for sure. I'm all that looks good. Catch a damn thing on it. I tried other color. Let's say they start catching them. I'm like, and then they go, oh, it's situational. It's just, I'm like, but no, it seems to be very consistent. After I went through all those different colors, and suddenly ones would constantly catch, and others I thought looked great. I thought they were like, the cat's meow, like this color looks great. Fish didn't want anything to do with it. So, yeah, that's why I'm going to do that show on honing it down to the best of the best. I still got a bunch of these blades and all of these things that I can make up, guys. I never sold these. I never fished these things. I never fished them this big. So if anybody wants some custom made double blades, bitter baits, hit me up. Is iced tea and cold tea different? Well, if you're talking bait colors, probably. God, these things are so freaking sharp, man. Sharp hooks. Duh. I don't know. The color thing's gotten out of control. I mean, even a lot of the pros and that. Stick with the basics. Here in California, it's pretty much just, hey Zeke, Sun Tea, Joey. I mean, here in California, you can't, like half nifty. It's pretty much all Morning Dawn and Margarita Meat Layer. It's like kind of what 90% of, at least the pros I know in that fish, when they're fishing a drop shot. Arnold Palmer is good. Wait, what? Where'd we go to? How did an old golfer come into this? Arnold Palmer was good. What? I'm confused. Did I miss something along the way here? We're talking fishing and suddenly he's talking golf. Oh, okay. Did not know that. Didn't know Arnold Palmer had an iced tea. Yeah. I don't know, but as I said, the colors are getting out of hand. I mean, that's like I used to use, oh, well, lemon iced tea. Yeah. They have that flavor. It's lemon iced tea. And it tastes like lemon. Yeah, just like a lot of the crankbaits and stuff. I use bandits because they had like 45 different colors. But one, two, three. There were like 5 colors I used out of those 45, and that was it. Didn't like any of the other colors, and the colors I liked were like off weird colors. But they always caught me fish. I didn't know Arnold Palmer had a iced tea line. Yeah, I didn't know that. I found a bunch of pictures of my old fashion shows. Yeah, it's picked up. Yeah, it depends on the depth. Once you get down deep enough, yeah, the colors change and they blend. I mean, purples and blacks and that stand out further down, where others might, yeah, they all change color when they're underwater. I mean, and to the bass themselves, it all it all changes for them. Yeah, Pinot. Last time I was there, like a week ago, it's a week and a half ago, yeah, it had picked up. Yeah, but I think all the subtle stuff that we see, they don't pick up. Yeah, it's the violet range: blues, purples, violets. Blacks, though, I think are, well, they're close, but yeah, they all like, yeah, but they all look different. I mean, I don't fish that deep, but they all look different in different stained water and different tinted water and different. And I don't know how flakes stand out. Sometimes it just makes it look like it has dots. Um, they can see really good, and they're better low light. Um, yeah, they can see and they can see movement, but they see poorly in. Well, I have that one somewhere. I have one where I talk about this, about, yeah, about their sight. Maybe I'll put that one up on Thursday for the way back. I don't know where it is. I'll have to find it. I have so many of them on there. I don't remember what I filed or named the file, so it's hard for me to find them. But yeah, they extremely well low light sight. Middle of the day, not so much. It's like a vampire or like, a hermit or whatever. Their eyes are they have more either rods or cones. I don't know. One of rods are for light and cones are for dark, or cones are for light and rods are for dark. But compared to the amount of rods and cones they have in their eye, they see better in low light, like evening, morning, and dark. So that's sort of the deal. Yeah, but I can see movement, and I forget one time I heard about flicker rate, like how fast, like a spinnerbait blade, how fast it turns. If your eyes are quick enough that they like can stop it, the flicker rate, or if it's just one big blur of silver. And evidently, bass can see. It doesn't hurt their eyes; they just can't see. Yeah, but they have a really high flicker rate, I think. So, because people, oh, that's what people are talking about when they have like silver on one side of a spinnerbait blade and the other side's like painted a different color. Can they differentiate that, or is it just blur into like one color? It's called flicker rate, or their ability to detect flicker rate. And they said, yeah, they have pretty good flicker rates, so they would be able to see. Yeah, well, I don't have eyelids, but I don't think any fish has eyelids. No fish have eyelids. So some fish can see better and see better in bright light and when it's sunny, and other fish see better in dark light. But one thing you have to look at is if they're a sight and vibration hunter, and anything that's sight oriented that for hunting, it'll have bigger eyes compared to the fish. I mean, look at catfish. Like, look at a freaking bullhead. Their eyes are like teeny and beady. I think even channel cats, and I mean, their eyes are a little bit bigger, but the eyes aren't like really big. Like the bass has a pretty big eye, and bluegill have a pretty big eye, and most bait fish in that have a pretty big eye because it's all sight oriented. Catfish, it's whisker and taste and scent. That's why I always tell people that I don't think scent and attractant really matters. they don't sniff away the bait. They either feel it moving or they see it. Yeah. And the other thing too is bass always want to feed going up. God, I'm like going over all my old stuff and I'm even putting up on Throwback Thursdays right now. I'm like, yeah, they want to feed up. Pretty sure I have one on that too. I gotta find that one. So many things I gotta find in my vault. MTV now has the MTV vault. I have the CCB vault. Yo, Tito, what up? Welcome. How's it going? How you been? Did you go fishing? Oh no, he had something else he had to do. That's right. Never mind. Oh, I got some old pictures for you guys. I went through another type of vault. Nope. Nope, not at all. Didn't go. Wow, that picture is just distorting on that. You look at her hand compared to the mouth. The fish looks huge. Oh yeah, he is. Dude, I can't even take him to film a show with me without him being live all the time. Yeah, Tanner, he goes everywhere I go now. He's constantly live. He's just like, I'm trying to film a show and he's on live constantly. He's on Instagram. He's live. He's got like 40, 50 people watching him. I'm like, dude, I have you here to film with me. Like, you keep sneaking away and going live. What's up? Yeah, I think he is becoming a social influencer. What's up, Billy? Boy. Boy. You're going to hate me now because you hate me smoking, but not me to go outside. So I've been here for a bit, 35 minutes. Pre-show girls. Makes sense that they're not there the whole time. I only blinked twice so far. That's not bad. 35 minutes, I only blinked twice. So maybe I could, in fact, come back in here and not be disrupted by the waves. Practicing. Yeah, well, you'll see it. You'll see what I'm talking about, what I reference to when a show coming up. Three at that size, one on a jig, one flipping beaver, and one on a whopper popper. Yeah, it's been slow everywhere. Pinot is picking up, like I said. I think Chex-Mex is looking to go there, or wants to go there. I didn't go this week. The show that's going up tomorrow, I filmed a week ago. Wasn't this Saturday, really a week and a half ago. That's when I went out with Chris, so. You might be seeing some slaunch donkeys on that video. That's right, I said slaunch donkeys. I'm learning my hip and young YouTube lingo. Lingo? Some slaunch donkeys. I don't even know where that term came from. I know people say it, but seen two tanks straight cruising. Yeah. I hate the fact that military base is right by there. Yeah, you'll see tanks just like cruising by you on the street and stuff. Big Sally's. Ricky, I can call him Ricks. Hey, Ricky. How you doing, Ricky? Just call them Big Sally's. No, they're slaunch donkeys. They're Mondos. Oh, that was okay. I said that one of my. I was talking to somebody yesterday. Nelly. I was talking to somebody, who was it? Oh, last night when I was on my panel. I told them that I had a word I used in my title got flagged for limited or no ads, and that's what it was. Mondo. Yeah, I put Mondo in the title and it got flagged for limited or no ads. And I changed it and it went back to being just fine. So, yeah, Uvis is in Gilroy. Well, kind of. You turn at San Martin. It's like in between Gilroy and Morgan Hill. My gosh, yeah. And what else? I lost track of what I was saying. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's in Gilroy. Coyote's in Gilroy. Uvis in Gilroy. Chesboro's basically in Gilroy. Anderson's in Gilroy. Roughly. In Morgan Hill, the Gilroy area. They're all right there. And then right above it is Almaden. And not Chesbro, Calero. Yeah, there's like 5 lakes right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, there's 7 lakes. They're really close to each other. Guadalupe, Almaden. Yeah, Uvis and Chesbro are they're just over the hill from each other. Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was. It wasn't. It wasn't because of that. I don't know. I think Mondo might be used in some other industry to describe something that's big. I didn't think of it that way, but yeah. Once I took that out of the title and changed it to Big Bass or something like that, I went back, clicked on Save Change, and then I went back, and the monetizing went from limited no ads to perfectly fine. And that was the only word that I knew I hadn't used before. So, but think of another. Mondo. Yeah, they have a Mondo worm, and on the kind of worm idea, Mondo. Yeah, it was. It wasn't because of how it's used in fishing. I think it might be a term that's used in something else that might be considered offensive or something. So that's why they flagged it. There was more Uvis. Wait, no, I have been there. Just that there was more Uvis. More. What do you mean more? You mean it was fuller? Because it was fuller, and now it's lower. There was more Uvis. I think he's meaning that it's low, water wise. I've never seen Mondo. I know, but I said That's what I've learned. That's what I've learned when I'm doing it. Like I said, my keywords are pretty much the same. It might be descriptions, pretty much. I mean, I keep it to what's in the title, and so if I know it's not because of any of the content that's something from the audio, because I don't swear much and I don't do all that stuff. More than one. No. He's talking to you, Vincent and Gilroy. Yeah, and so I've learned, and I'm like, why? There's like, and I'll be like, oh, okay. One word I haven't used and all that, and like successful. Success I could use. I put successful in, and it got targeted for limited or no ads. And I went back and I changed successful to success. I think I took the successful out of the description and all that. Click save, went back, checked it. Normal monetization. So it was the word successful. I don't know why I flagged it. I have no idea, but once I changed it, it said, oh, okay. No problem. As I said, they look at the music, they look at the audio. Then it checks description and words in the description, words in your keywords, words in your file. I think one of mine got flagged for limited to no ads. I mean, sometimes I'll still run ads, but it got flagged, and it was because of it was what I named the file of the video I uploaded. And I also had that in the title and everything, but anyway, I changed the title and everything, it still was flagging it because it knew the file name of the video I uploaded, which had the word that was the one that was triggering it was in it. And I was like, I usually don't do that because if it's something I'm not sure about, I don't put it as a file name. Yeah, I don't know. I've never tried it again. I don't know why it caught it that time, but I guess it's okay on YouTube to have success, but if you tell people that you're successful, I guess that means like you're trying to look down on them, like I'm a successful man. I don't know. I have no idea why that got flagged for that word, but it did. And once I changed it, it went back to normal. So the only thing I changed was, I mean, I think it was just titled like had a very check my video. I think it was last week. Best drop shot bait. I just did one like a week ago on that same topic about the best drop shot bait, and it's not a robo worm. It's not a robo worm. It's not a finesse worm. No, it's what my dropping stick was. So yeah, go check that one out. Yeah, that's what almost everybody fishes. Either a margarita mutilator or some sort of finesse worm or the dream shot or the color's great. The color works in all of California. Margarita Mutilator. That's why I always use that brown purple color or brown grape because it's basically grape, blue thin line, and brown is what Margarita Mutilator is. And that thing works freaking anywhere in California and pretty much everywhere else. Oh, there you go. It was 3 weeks ago. Yeah, see, time flies, man. I didn't think it was that long ago. Yeah, there you go. Tanner put in the link. That's how I came up with the drop-in stick. That was like right after I started actually fishing a drop shot. I'm like, but everybody uses stick worms for everything. Like the Senko and Texas and whacking it. How come they just don't put a stick worm on a drop shot? Yeah, Tanner was on it. And that's where that whole thing sort of became about. My drop-in stick. The 3-inch drop-in stick. And that's pretty much all I use. 100%, almost 100% of the time, that's all I fish on drop shot. Plus they're more durable usually. Robo worms pretty much one and done. Let's just say that. Alright guys, I'm gonna head out. Not out, like out to the porch. It sounded like I was like, alright, I'm out of here. Yeah, I've done that. I put our rib minnow on it. Our 3.5-inch rib minnow. I have some videos on Pinot Lake on that when I used to have my boat. I only have a couple of them where my vlogs I did, where I was catching them all in the rib minnow on a drop shot. And I wouldn't work it, like, I would just cast it out and reel it in. Yeah. I just use it, no, I don't. Yeah. If you do that with them, I just reel them in straight. Yeah. Oh yeah. That'll definitely work on shaky head as a fluke. Yeah, you can use a fluke on a drop shot too, the littler ones. They work just fine. Yeah, when I do the rib minnow, I just reel it though. I don't like work it like I normally work it. I just reel it, and every once in a while I twitch it. I just reel it and I like twitch it. Just like, because it's kind of like putting a minnow on a jig head, but if you put it on a jig head and you try to keep it consistently at that height off the bottom, yeah, the squid scent. Yeah, it's going to be hard to keep it, reeling it exactly. So we put it on a drop shot and just reel it, you know it's exactly at a certain height. Or if you throw it on a jig head, trying to reel it and trying to keep it like exactly going along at a certain level. Hard to do. Yeah, I said I think, I'm pretty sure Thursday, or Friday, I'm going to put up the one on my drop shot color choice. So that one will be up. Berkeley Parve, some green. Yeah. No, I'll tell mine. If you watch me enough. Yeah, I do that when I'm working the sticko and stuff for a worm on it. Yeah, the drop shot. Yeah, but when I do it, usually with a drop shot, you know, I'm like crawling over stuff and working over stuff and that. But you know, when I do the little swim bait on, I just reel it real slow. And I might twitch it once in a while, but yeah, I just keep it at a slow, constant speed with the tip sort of up. So it's like a little minnow, you know, 8 inches off the bottom, just cruising. I don't like give any of this motion or anything. I just like cruising along. Because that rib minnow, it kind of wobbles as it goes too. It like it looks really cool. Yeah, I haven't fished it on it in a while. I don't think I've caught any on it in a while. I think the last thing I caught, the last rig I caught something on the rib minnow was a Carolina rig, which most people don't put swim baits on a Carolina rig. They might put a fluke or something. But oh yeah, I've had tons of fish eat my weight on the drop shot. That's when I switch. That's if I'm reeling along and something hits my, and this is when I'm just working on the bottom. But all of a sudden I get a fish and I do it, and all of a sudden I look and I like see teeth marks on the weight. I'm like, all right, there's a delicious bait 8 inches above that. Didn't even look at it. They're definitely feeding straight on the bottom, so I'll switch to a jig or something. I don't use it much either, but that 7 pound 2 ounce in one of my lives that Wayne caught at Coyote Creek, he had a Kitech on a Carolina rig. I'm like, most people don't use paddle tails on a Carolina rig, and he just sort of like drags the thing too. So I gave it a try, yeah, with our rib minnow, hooked it up with a 3/0 Texas rig, and just drug it behind it, drug it over all the logs on it, and I started catching a bunch on it. Yeah, teeth marks on the weight. Swear to God. I fish uncolored, usually natural weights, not colored weights. And when you fish them enough, they get gray. Yeah, and it was swimming, and I'm like, I set the hook, and I'm like, dang, how did I miss that thing? It was swimming with it. And I looked, and there were all these shiny grooves on the weight. And I'm like, wow, why are they eating the weight? And then a couple other did it. And so I switched to a jig, and then I started fishing the bottom, and I started catching fish. No, it was a bass. We don't have alligators in California. I watched one do it too. I was fishing. It was so shallow. I was working it in. I could see the worm just below the surface. And all of a sudden I got a bite and the line took off. And I'm like, it ate the weight. I could see the worm. It ate the weight. That's what I said. That's a clue. That's a clue that, okay, they're looking down to feed, not up. Or they're looking for things right on the bottom, not up above. That's why I say that in my shows. Like, trying something on the bottom or something just off the bottom. It can be a total difference. Whether what they're feeding on is just off the bottom that they're looking for, or right on the bottom, or even further up. But I'm usually fishing near or around the bottom, so that's a clue. When you're a professional fisherman and something like that happens, you're like, okay, I'm fishing totally wrong right now. Whatever they're gorging on is right on the bottom. Or for some reason, that's where they're looking. Not even 8 inches up. They want it right on the freaking bottom. I just watched the video. Oh, yeah. Well, I said I catch fish on just a hook with a little split shot in front of it, like a jig head basically, with no bait or anything for the little bass and the bluegill on nests and stuff. You sit down there and move it a lot, yeah, they hit it. Or a gold, size 18 treble hook. They'll eat that with no bait on it. It's kind of a matter of how you move it along. Make it look like it's something shiny and alive. Some sort of tripodal creature with the treble hook. Tripodal, triple, All right, anyway. Yeah, they'll eat just about anything that moves. They love finding new creatures to eat. I mean, there's a lot to be said about that when they introduce a new prey fish to bass in a lake. They that's all they'll eat for a while. They just gorge on it, and then after years, and it's kind of in there and that, then it becomes part of the natural. But for some reason, when it's new, they focus the hell out of it. That's like all they'll eat. I have never caught a bass before. Yeah, all right, Tanner. Yeah, it's all presentation. I said there's sight and vibration. They're not sitting there smelling the current. Ooh, smells like a school of shad are coming. Yeah, they're like 10 feet away. I'll just sit right here and wait for them to swim by. No, it's more like, ooh, what's that tinkling in my back? Ooh, I feel vibration. Feels sounds, feels like shad. They're coming. They're coming from the left. Well, I'll just sit here and wait for them. That's more how bass is. Not like a dog. They're more get this tingle in their back. They're like, ooh, what's that? Smells like a codfish farted. Yeah. Yeah, we went over this the other night when live. I guess the folds in their oculars or nostril things, how many folds, tells you if it's, important part of their senses. Certain part of their senses, and bass have very little compared to a lot of other fish, like catfish and all that other stuff that actually use scent to detect and find. Probably carp too have more acute sense and have the little taste barbs too that dangle on each side, like Mr. like Fu Manchu. I'm gonna have to do a new one on that too. I don't think I ever did the one on taste and scent. I know it'll be controversial because everybody's gonna be going against me, and that's always good in the comments. If you can get one that people are just gonna be like, "Dude's an idiot." Yeah, it's a placebo. You should change your pick before you lie. There you go, Tanner. You were caught. Not my fish, Joey. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, there's the excuse. Oh, it was a buddy's fish. I just took a picture of it. Yeah, but that would be good to do. Because I know if I do it and tell people smell and scent is for catfish, not bass, something like that, a title like that, that seems like a good title. Yeah, and go over all the evidence. Yeah, everyone will sell. They'll, like you said, Tanner, confidence. They'll rip me to pieces, which means I'll get tons of comments, and there'll be people commenting on comments, and then, yeah, then that video will just freaking go viral. So yeah, thanks. I gotta do that one. I know how controversial it is when I do it in here, so definitely gotta do that little tips and tricks for next week. Actually, no, it'll probably be apology bites. Yeah, I haven't done a new apology bites in a while. Do that one for next week. But today's is all done. Whoa. Telling you guys I found some pictures. I don't know if you guys will be able to see that. Can you guys see that? I don't know if you guys can see that. Who's that at the end? Who's that right there with the geekiest look ever? Yeah, I found. I didn't realize I had these. Old pictures of some of my freaking fashion shows I used to put on. I just found them. Yeah, that was the end of one of my fashion shows. No, the spike it, yeah, but that's color. That's adding chartreuse to the tail. That's different. And the reason they put scent in is because half the fishermen think scent is going to catch more fish. It's the only reason that's garlic scented. Go fishing today? No, I didn't fish today. No, I was just trying to show that old picture. There's another shot from a different fashion show of the girls going down the catwalk. I only ever did 4 fashion shows, but they were great. Totally a different life of mine, but they were great. Yeah, Lewis, no, I didn't. I edited today. I had to finish up the show for tomorrow. Catching some schlonk donkeys at Lake X. Yeah, that's right. I said schlonch donkeys. Uh, I no, that's all me. I had a clothing line. That's all my designs and everything. I even built that stage. Yeah, you can see the stage that's there below her, but see that stage? You can even see it in the background. Yeah, I designed and built that whole stage too. That's right. I don't only build skateboard ramps. What? Fashion? You? Yeah. Stay off my Lake X. Yeah, no, this is it. You can see it. Yeah, but you can see right there in the background. That was my clothing company. Self Clothing. Scott's Everlasting Fashion. But yeah, I built that stage, designed that whole thing with all the plastic and everything, so we had the whole area behind it for the changing room. Yeah, that's one of my dresses. Yeah, probably. Yeah, it all broke down. I was able to break it down, and yeah, it all bolted together and everything. There's another shot from it. But yeah, that's all. That's all my clothing too. I made the skirt. I made the jacket. T-shirt was one of my silkscreen designs. This is that's in slow. This is at this was at Farmers Market Thursday night, San Luis Obispo. There were like at least 400 or 500 people watching it. I did 2 shows. Yeah, slow. Obviously, delay, delay. I heard that. Uh, here's another one of That was my first ever fashion show. But yeah, it's me over here in the corner. And obviously all the models. Covered it in leopard skin, fabric. And you can see people lined up. Yeah, that was actually in the space next to my space. So yeah, and well, there's more pictures of it, but yeah, that was fun. I did some fun things with that one. And the title of the show is called Sex is Natural. Yeah, I want to see. There's one shot here. I don't know if you guys can see it. It was something I did during the show that I thought was really fun. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, and this show was titled Sex is Natural, right? So, this is actually the first girl I sent out. Yeah. That was one of my t-shirts that I made into a little sort of skirt thing for. I mean, if you want people to remember your logo, where are you going to put it? Uh-huh. and wait, there's more. I don't know if there's a straighter shot of her. But that's the front shot of her. That's the front shot of her. But what you can't tell right here, I don't know, there might be another picture of it, but my sticker of that guy you just saw in the back, we put the stickers over her boobs. Yeah. Yeah, I cut out the head, my logo, and she had them as pasties on each of her boobies when she came out, and well, you guys saw I don't know if there's a shot from straight ahead with them or not. Yeah, it was fun though. I'm trying to find a shot where you see all the I forget. A friend of mine took these pictures and gave them to me. There's a shot in here. Where is it? Sorry. I thought it was something I had them do. A couple of the girls that went out together. I can't find it. Where is it? I know I have the picture. It's not in. Oh, here it is. This is funny because I'm showing you this one girl, but before she came out, I had these two models, and they came out and they had handbags I'd made too. Well, inside the handbags, they each had a thing of Scott's a pimp. Inside each of their handbags, they had a bottle of silly string. So they went out to the end of the runway and posed, and all of a sudden they started spraying the audience with the silly string. And in this photo here, I don't know, you can see some of the silly string on the runway now. And this guy over here, you can see there's actually a line because he's pulling on the silly string. And it's all over the floor. But yeah, I thought that would be that'd be funny to have him come out and just pull it out and start like spraying the whole audience with silly string. And they had a lot of fun doing it. You can see it on this one too. There's the model on that, but you can see it all over the runway and all over on the crowd. Yeah, and another girl came out and actually she had condoms in the bag, so she went and she took out and threw condoms. It was titled "Sex is Natural," so hey, So yeah, she went to the end of the runway, and then all of a sudden she started throwing condoms out to the audience. It was fun. Yeah, yeah. I was trying to play a fashion designer in a non-fashion town, so had to do what I had to do. Oh yeah. You know how long it took to organize those things? Wow. Each of these fashion shows that I did took me 6 months to put together. From the outfits to getting the girls in to picking the girls to doing the music for it to yeah, it was a lot of work. And we saw me with the you saw the other picture of me, but this is how I walked out. Dun dun dun. Yeah, that's the younger me walking out with one of the models at the end of the show so I could take my bow in my fun, funky shirt. Her in a nice, slinky black slip dress. Yeah, good days, good days. That was fun. I found these the other day. I was working through something and I went, holy crap. I forgot about all these pictures. Yeah, it was fun. One of the whole fashion shows is actually on my channel, guys. If you go way back to the beginning, it was the last fashion show I did, and a friend of mine who was a videographer asked me if he could film it. And then, yeah. And another friend of mine actually edited it and put together. I didn't actually, that's one show I actually didn't edit. That's right, I forgot about that. Yeah, if you go way back to my channel, there's one about my fashion show. And not the lingerie one. That was one of my made up videos. But no, and I forgot. I didn't film it and I did not edit it. That's the first time I handed over because there was this guy that loved me and he was video editor and he's like, oh, when your friend gives me the footage, can I edit it? I went, sure. And he goes, oh, can I have the music you used in it? And I went, sure. And so, yeah, he actually put that whole thing together. First time I allowed someone else to do my video. And I think to this day, the only time I ever let anybody edit my videos. So there's a little trivia for you. And it's still on my channel, way back somewhere. Somewhere almost 14 years back. About as far back as you can go without falling over. Way back. It's like way, way back there. It's a fun video though. I never did actually put my documentary I made of my DJ night. I don't think I ever uploaded it to YouTube. I'd have to put it up demonetized because it has all copyrighted music. But I don't know, I might upload. Maybe I'll do that on Throwback Thursday. At one point. Favorite Top Waterloo or the Spook? I would have to say the Spook. Oh yeah, come on. The one with the needle or the one with the coins? I did two of them. Party Trick 101, Needle in the Elbow or something like that. Yeah, that one got quite a few views back in the day. I can't do it now though, my skin's too soft. When I was younger, it was easy, but now when I bring it out, it actually my skin's softer because I'm older. I used to do the coin trick. That one's pretty easy. Or you saw the coin one. There's another one where I do a pin. You put it right here in your elbow, and you can actually, a straight pin, you can actually go like that. And the way your skin is, the way it folds, it doesn't go in, and people freak out, and you have people like hang on your elbow, and you start going, ow, ah, and you go like that, and then it's like right there. It doesn't even go in. Yeah, that was my early introduction to YouTube, trying to do TikTok stuff, basically. Fun little party tricks. What the heck? You guys never saw my Is She Sexy one? Alright, yeah, I'm gonna have to find that one. I'm gonna have to, oh, maybe I'll show it during one of my lives. Maybe I'll show it tonight. Actually, I don't know where it is. I'll have to find it. I took it off my YouTube. I put it on private because it didn't really go along with the fishing theme. Some of them okay, some of them were kind of... But I got off MST 3000. Probably nobody in here even remembers MST 3000. They did like B-movie reviews, and it was silhouettes of these three characters like in the front seat, and they moved in that while they commented on the film. And so I got an idea, and I actually did one kind of like that for YouTube called "Is She Sexy?" And it was some of the dancers that put their videos up on YouTube, and they were critiquing it as these little robots, like in the front row. So I haven't watched that thing probably in like 10 years. I have to watch that again. It's not on my channel anymore. I promoted one of my posts. Stacking Kid. We're doing fine. Evidently, Tanner's blowing up on Instagram right now. He put a post on and he's like gained, what did you say, 5,000 subscribers? 5,000 followers? Yeah, I assume we're going to be bowing to Tanner, guys. He's going to be like the Instagram god. How much did you pay? That was a good one. I like that. How much did you pay? Yeah, I wonder if I can find it. It's not on that computer. Damn it. I want to play that Is She Sexy thing, but... Tito saw the post. He shared it out. Yeah, Is She Sexy? That's on my old computer, though. That'd be really hard to find. Probably not time to dig through there on my live. Oh, you did one of those? Really? I saw Better Odds Fishing did one of those once upon a time, too. And I think he did on YouTube, too. He showed up in the promotion thing on YouTube. So you paid $10 to get 20 followers? Wow. I said I had my history of Instagram. Well, that's good. It worked for you. Instagram, I had 8 followers and no posts. I put up one post, one photo, whatever. I still only have like 30 photos on there or something. But I put up one post, And 3 days later, I had 85 followers. I'm like, what? I got, I got, yeah, but I put on one post, and within like I think 2 days, I had 85 followers. I'm like, really? Now I have like I think I have 30 posts, 35, not much. I hardly put stuff on there, but I have like 510 followers or something on Instagram. I don't use it. I don't really promote it. I just every once in a while like throw something up. But yeah, I'm at like 510, 513, something like that. With with actually no effort. Like for me, I'm like, wow, if I focus on this, I could probably go big. But I'm a YouTube guy. Yeah, I said when I saw I had 8 followers with absolutely no posts, I was just like, mercy posts? What? I mean, mercy people? What's this from? Where'd this come from? Must be just YouTube people going on and putting me, sharing me, or liking me, following me. Because I put like 85. What? And now it's been like over 500, and I think I put up like 7 posts in the last year. Do I? I'm up to 77. Wow, I'm getting old. It's still over 500 though. Yeah, that's pretty good with 77 posts. I mean, most YouTubers, to tell you to grow your channel, you got to upload like 3 or 4 times a day on Instagram, like constantly upload, 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 upload. Most of them probably have like, I don't know, thousands of posts, like most people on Instagram. I'm sitting at 77 posts though, and half the photos aren't even me. That's what they say. Yeah, but like I said, if you look at those posts, half the pictures aren't even me. They're just photos I have from other people, like Ricardo, Ash, Jeff. It's like I'm putting other people's pictures on my Instagram. They're pictures of fish. It's like I don't even have to put my own stuff up. All the people that I post their stuff, they don't have Instagram, so they give it to me, and I'm like, "Ooh, you got a 9 pounder, nice photo. I'll stick it on my Instagram. Give it a catchy title." Nothing has many views, but it is Center Coast Bass, so I have all the years in association from YouTube, I guess. Once you have a name out there, it travels. It gets into other, places too. Like if you type in gold hit, really 2030? Wow. Well, it's the apocalypse. Gold has always been the major base of everything. Yeah, I have Twitter, I have Facebook, I have Tumblr, I have Pinterest, I have Reddit. Everything I post goes to 5 different. It goes to Twitter, it goes to Reddit, it goes to Facebook, it goes to Tumblr, it goes to Pinterest. So I load it to 5 different things every time I put up a video. So Instagram, they used to let me do it through YouTube, but they don't anymore. So I'd have to do it like separately, but I think that's just overkill. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Well, gold's always been the base. Gold will always sell. It's one of the staples of what's supposed to base all your money on. So I'm assuming it'll always sell. Yeah, I was never a gold guy. I'm more of a silver guy. Good call, Tanner. That's why you're my kid. Did anybody ever do Periscope? I never did Periscope or Snapchat. Yeah, is anybody else here? Has anybody ever been? I know for a while it was big. Yeah, I went for albacore once and I got seasick. I don't do any buying and selling of that stuff, but yeah, I went for albacore one time when I was little, and everybody said I was gonna get seasick, and I think it was a placebo effect because suddenly, and yeah, I spent the whole day sleeping downstairs. It was a bad day. I think there were only a few caught. Oh, really? On Periscope? Oh, yeah, I never got into that. I don't have a Snapchat account. I don't have Periscope. I know back in the day when it first came out, like the Googans, John B, and all that, everybody was like posting to Periscope, posting to Periscope. Yeah, they're using it to, grow their channel, get out there on other platforms. But I've never even been on that platform. I got on TikTok and I have Center Coast Bass on TikTok, and I just put up my human fishing stuff, little 15-second the scare parts. But I think I only have like 7 videos of that. After that, I went, COVID thing, couldn't do it anymore. I said, what is this really doing to me? I don't know if TikTok's really the place for me. And I heard other like fishing channels have TikTok do human fishing again. I can't until this whole thing's over. There's nobody down there. All the restaurants are closed. It's probably going to be like a year before I get back to doing human fishing. It got shut down. The epidemic killed it. Yeah, I know, but I just, for me, I'm like, yeah, tons of fishing on TikTok, nah. A little 15-second. Yeah, take the old phone. Yeah, I still need to see if I can get that thing fixed. Yeah, no, I know there is. Just because it's a new platform, they want to reach new people, but it's 15 seconds for the most part. I know you do it to a minute, but it's 15 seconds. It's fun. It's humor, and so that's why I did put the human fishing on it. I don't think I'd ever like put regular fishing on it. Yeah, that's why I said 60 seconds is the max, up to a minute, but it's a format for dancing to music or funny little skits and that. I don't think it's a format for fishing. I'm sure there's a lot of people that go, "Hey guys, look, I just got this big fish. Look at this big fish. This thing's huge." Or little, and I'm like, I'd rather do the human fishing humorous side of it. And I put them on, and I started getting a lot of views, 800, 900,000 on some and that, and then. But I was new, so TikTok was promoting me, and then after that, everything I put up got like 30 views, 40, and I was just going, yeah, all right. Not my venue. Don't need to be here. I have a presence there because Central Coast Bass is a part of TikTok. Yeah. Well, fishing is, I don't know. For me, my videos, it's more about storytelling. I mean, I'm getting ready to go tinkle. I'll be back in 45 seconds. Talks amongst yourselves. I'm quick. Ask Tanner. He knows. See, that wasn't that long, was it? Oh, good. You guys are talking amongst yourselves. Very good. Yeah, that's what I said. Yeah, that's the thing I don't like. All the fake stuff. Sorry, I'm actually coming in the middle of a conversation, but yeah, I hate the fake stuff. Yeah, I mean, I just don't like fishing private waters, fishing private ponds, fishing. That's all fake. That's easy to do. To never see baits because you're not supposed to fish there. All right, Tito. All right, Tito. Yeah, the other thing I don't like are videos, fishing videos that suddenly they kind of get big and then they buy a boat and then they start putting all this fancy stuff on it, like all the graphs and all that, and like they've been fishing for like 2 years. Yeah, but yeah, and they have all this technology and all these greatest graphs and I'm like, dude, you've been fishing for like 2 years. And suddenly you're getting big on YouTube, so you're jumping up and you're getting all this fancy equipment and a boat, and you think that's gonna, and they don't even know how to read the graph or figure it out or or they always, this is a funny thing too. They'll talk about the graph and they'll show it and like, look at all those fish guys, oh they're down about 50 feet. We're gonna use crankbaits. We're gonna use this. And in the next segment they're like catching fish along shore on a frog. It's like, you, okay, I get it. You're trying to get hooked up by Garmin or Lawrence or whatever. So yeah, you showed how great and this and it looked, but you didn't catch any fish there because just because they're there doesn't mean you're going to catch them. And suddenly you're going to catch fish until they do it, and there's no like, there's no connection. It just goes from to catching fish, but it's not. It's not them out there fishing a crankbait or something where they found all those fish. Yeah, that was fun, but why did you just jump to there? Because you didn't know how to catch them in that situation. All right, second kid. See you later. Bingo, baby. You knew exactly who I was talking about, Tanner. He's not the only one. There's a lot of them that do it, but yeah, he's the one I'm talking about. Yeah, they're freaking product whores. They're all about the sale. All about the sale. Well, yeah, he's in Texas, so yeah, he connected with him. But that's what I said. The guy is like, he's like a personal trainer. Is basically what he does. It's personal training stuff. And he was a ballet parker. And yeah, he's been fishing for like 3 years. There's videos where he didn't even know the difference between a willow blade and a Colorado blade. And there's still videos where he doesn't even know what the product is or what it's called. I'm like, seriously? Yeah, but I'm like, dude, you've now gotten like 15,000 more subscribers than me, and you don't even know the difference between a willow blade and a Colorado blade. And I'm pretty sure he doesn't even know the difference in sizes, like a number one or a 3.5 or a 4, or. But he hooked up with the Googans. He's going big. Well, of course, yeah. He's following views. That's all he's about. He's looking for subs and views, subs and views, subs and views. He has no real education in bass fishing. He's just a fake facade. For some reason, he got into the sport. Figured out he could be a shyster, a telemarketer type within it with his videos, and he's running with it now. Yeah, that's what I call it. That's what those people are. They're telemarketing video makers. They're like those telemarketers that can sell you anything. Larry Mellon Jr. No, I haven't seen that. But yeah, that's what I said. It's just he's just plugging in a formula. He's plugging in a formula to get views and subscribers. It has nothing to do with any sort of education. Like I said, TikTok's only been around for like 2 years. Yeah, no, it's just I just don't like those people. I call them out in comments quite a few times, and funny is I call them out in a comment, and they go, "Yeah, but totally forgot what I was saying. Damn it, getting old sucks." I pause to read the comment and lose my train of thought. Yeah, but like I said, they're just running it. They're they're just filling all the right keywords and the right titles and here's another good one for you guys. Um, Kick Their Bass TV. I've mentioned him a lot on my channel. I really don't like Noah, but he's been oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, I commented on the video and they gave me a like and just said, "Oh yeah," It was something about auto, and it's like, oh yeah, that didn't work. Oh, that nothing constructive, just a plain stamp and paste like response. But yeah, kick their ass. He's suddenly been doing. I don't know. I don't really follow Noah. I mean, he shows up my recommended that, but he's doing good. He's almost at 500,000 subscribers. So I can't say that he's not doing something right. He's making money, but he's been doing all that. Catch 10 times more bass, catch 8 times more bass, catch 5 times more bass. Big Steve, yeah, yeah. But suddenly that's like every show is catch 8 times more bass, catch 10 times more bass, catch 20 times. And I've seen people that it's been recommended to me, people that watch his channel. Hey, bait the hook. Yeah, I get recommended because I watch him. I get recommended people that watch, viewers also watch these people. And I start seeing them. And what are their titles? Catch 10 times more bass. Catch 8 times more bass. They're like copying exactly his title of his video. Yeah, but you'll notice now everything he does is like he's doing a lot of them. And then other people that they get recommended to me that follow him. Yeah, suddenly their titles are catch 10 times more bass, catch 8 times more bass, catch. I don't know. He had one that I think traced it back to the first one he put catch 8 times more bass. He got a lot of views, and suddenly after that, like he's just mimicking it and mimicking it and mimicking it. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Same thing with scent. Same thing with the way the baits sell. They hold on 15 times longer. Use this scent. They hold on 10 times longer. Well, he started using it in the title. Probably maybe because he got it from that. It worked for him. I mean, some of them got like almost 1 million views and stuff. And so I've noticed since then he's like doing a lot of them that have 8 times, 10 times, 8 times. Yeah, there's other companies that use that too. Yum has used it. I think Zoom used it. A lot of people say that fish hold on so many times longer. Somebody, but yeah, he got into that, and I know people that are associated with him are starting to title layers that way. And who knows? Maybe even the Googans will suddenly have a title that says "Catch 10 times more bass." Once it gets trendy, they all watch that. They focus on it. Yeah, but yeah, I said most of them that are actually doing well for me. I know. That was always my. I think I did a video on it at one point. I did one. Don't believe the hype. Like 8 or 9 years ago, that kind of dealt with that. But yeah, I'm like, really? I could, I could piss on this worm and throw it out and catch bass. I don't, I don't really think they care about taste or scent. It's that's not their major purpose. It's not the way they hunt. Yeah, I said I like quality adventure. But everybody now, all the big channels are blowing up. It's all about like Carl's Baits, Mystery Tacklebacks Challenge, $15 Walmart Challenge, $5 Walmart Challenge, Walmart employee picks my baits. Yeah, and that's the funny thing, Tanner, is I'm still sticking that way, and I'm trying to make it my living, and it's still hard for me to just be fake because I will never ever be fake to anybody when it comes to fishing. If I like something, I like it. If I don't, I don't. I voice my opinion either way. But my opinion is usually completely opposite of most fishermen's opinion because they're in all that hype. I'm trying to make mine more upbeat and fun, but the fishing part of it's still going to be fishing. It's just going to be still going out and catch things on pretty normal stuff. Yeah, I mean, that's why I don't have any sponsors. Who's going to want to sponsor me? Unless they're really, really good. I make my own baits. So if they try to get me to sponsor another bait, I'm pretty going to be pretty hard on it and make sure that it actually works, the hook, everything. They don't want that. They want somebody that's going to be like, oh my God, I'm sponsored. Yeah, that's it. I mean, I grew up with educational fishing, Bill Dance, Jimmy Houston, Hank Parker, Shaw Grigsby, all that stuff that was on ESPN and that. That was old school educational time. Anyway, they fished private ponds and everything, but it wasn't about the flair and the fun and the quick editing and the MTV style. And so yeah, now I'm trying to do that in my intros, but when it goes to the fishing, that is still my old style of just fishing. I mean, I'm trying to incorporate the quick fun stuff with just the old school. Yeah, and that's where mine was based off of. My show was originally on cable access before YouTube even existed. It was a 30-minute format. Basically, the day so far that you're seeing today was in that way back in 2001, 2002 when I did it. The conditions was in there. The beginning credits was in there. The ending credits. Yeah, so I mean that was my format. I'm just kind of trying to hip it up, make it a little more like younger YouTube friendly, I guess. But I don't really think there's anything wrong with it. I've spent a lot of time getting my show to the way my fishing show. I'm not talking about blogs, tips, tricks, biology bites. I'm just like the format of my actual fishing show right now. I think is I've taken what it did when I had it on TV to being something that's more acceptable for YouTube with the little changes and stuff. I was just kind of, I think it's going there. There's been a lot of changes for my show in the last like 4 years, at least as far as the intro and where I place things and all that. Yeah, I'm really happy where it is now. I don't do them as much. I do a lot more like little vlogs and little tips and tricks and that, and less videos. Yeah, exactly, Tanner. I said I did notice. I mean, Originally, when I got in 2009, when I got back on YouTube and focused on my channel, I didn't know many lakes in the area because I was new here. But I spent a lot of time getting all the tips and tricks and baldy bites and all that stuff out of my head, and I did that for like the first, mostly like 2009, 2010, into 2011 was educational stuff. And if you watch a lot of the YouTubers that sort of come up, like Yak Pack Fishing and Lady Bass and Bass Geek and some of those others, they're up to, I mean, they're not huge yet, but they're up. They came from 1,000 subscribers when I knew them. Yeah. Tanner. Sorry. I say yeah, but people don't know I just read his comment. Yeah, and a lot of what gets you growing is educational because that gets into YouTube search where browse and suggested is with a new upload is like key. But you can actually upload things that are more keyword oriented and educational that you can, well, anyway, yeah. Still need to do a video on that. But I found a lot of my educational stuff is starting to like surface all the time now. So I'm focusing on that more. Just, you know, fishing once, twice a week. A lot of it too is because of my injuries I have. I just can't fish that much and do that repetitive action day after day after day anymore. Is he? He grew pretty quick though. I mean, you gotta know. I knew Yak Pack when he had like less than 1,000 subscribers, and he's up to what, like 30,000 now or something like that. Yeah, all those guys, Lady Bass, Yak Pack, even back to like Lojo and Fishing with Norm, and Kick Their Bass. And I knew them all when they Bass Geek and that when they were where I'm at now, and they've all like freaking flew past me. He's up 62K now? Jesus, yeah. Exactly. That's my point. I knew him when he had like less than 2,000. That might be it. I don't know, but that's why I started doing the Throwback Thursdays so I could reintroduce old stuff that's educational, and I don't have to refilm it because to me, what I did then was the way I thought, and to redo it now, hey, Chex-Mex is back. Yeah, so everyone's like, oh, you gotta redo them, reintroduce them. I'm like, no, I'll reintroduce the old ones. It's yeah, I said I knew all those people. when they first started, when they were around, basically around at the same time, my sub-level. And then I grew very, very slowly, and it all just freaking went to the roof. They're way better social marketers than I am. I don't think their content's any better than mine. They're just better social marketers. $412, really? I actually have a video on YouTube. I actually have a video that's almost 400,000, but I took it off YouTube. It was a fake ghost video that I did back when YouTube first came. Because fake ghost videos was really fun, and I made one, and yeah, it blew up. And I don't know, somewhere close to 400K, 390, 380,000 or something, but I took it off my channel because it didn't represent me now. So I lost those total views, according to YouTube. Yeah, no, he knows me really well, Tanner. I've done so many comments back to him back like 2, 3, 4 years. I said they all know who I am. Even the Guggen Squad. I ribbed into them way before they became the Guggen Squad. Flair, Perrick. Oh, really? Yeah. That's why I said they pick what happened. All right, Joe. Joey. All right, man. Have a good night. Yeah, that's what I said. They all get stuck into a shtick, and they just repeat it and repeat it and repeat it. Yeah, I said that's the way it works. You get something that works on YouTube, and you just keep pounding it and pounding it and pounding it and pounding it and pounding it. Because they're more into getting the views and the subs than they are the content. They're telemarketers. There's an old story. I mean, yeah, that's just it. You got to balance it. But there's an old story, Moby. I don't know. There's three of you in here. Tanner, you're probably, but Moby. Moby was pretty much the forefront of techno music. Moby. He struggled, and suddenly he just blew up, and suddenly techno was big. And then and his album is one like blew, and then the next album he did a punk album, something that totally nothing to do with techno. But I don't know. I could see his thing. It's like you do it, and you're doing it so long. Yeah, he's doing it. He's doing it so long to try to get his music to be something that people like, and all of a sudden other people start doing it, and it blows up. And I can see him as an artist, and the way I am as an artist. And I'm like, okay, wait, I got people to follow me. They love me now. Um, Let me completely switch it up and see if they still follow me. And so he did sort of a punk album, and it tanked. It just nothing. So, but that's sort of my philosophy is like you were saying, Tanner, like challenge videos, and I say like kick their ass. Suddenly he does something that's 10 times or 8 times. It starts picking up. It starts getting like, he starts gaining more subs. So suddenly he's doing all these videos with the title 8 times more fish, 9 times more fish, 10. First it was swim baits, now it's drop shots, now it's crankbaits, now it's creature baits, now it's, but everything is 10 times, catch 10 times more fish on a chatterbait, catch 10 times more fish on a topwater, catch 10 times more fish, catch H more. It's like, and you watch videos, and he doesn't catch 10 times more fish. He catches very few fish. He just talks about how he's fishing it more. So it becomes more of a tips and tricks type thing instead of an actual fishing video. But that's why I said they all get into it. Oh yeah, like you, Tanner, you're 1% of my video watchers. My my most my average age group is 25 to 55, 25 to 45. I don't have many young kids that watch me. I have a few, like you and Rippin' Lips 36 and some of the others, but on average, I have an older crowd that watches me. And, well, I'm 53. I mean, come on. Most of them don't want education from an old man. They want to be educated from someone that's near their age or close to their age, you know? Yeah. I've always said that about YouTube. It's like fishing followers on YouTube don't want to learn how to fish. They they want to learn how to fish, but they don't understand that they want to watch entertainment and be shoveled false stuff of how to become a better fisherman. They're not getting how to actually do it. They're just getting fed bullshit. The popular bait, the popular this, the popular that. And it's packaged in a very entertaining, old school YouTube way with the MTV style. Yeah, that's just it. They just want so to incorporate educative and being entertaining with I think what I kind of do. Yeah, I mean, yeah, no, yeah, I mean, yeah, I understand that, Tanner. Yeah, YouTube is big for how to fix stuff and how to do stuff, educational stuff. But as far as the fishing, it's they want to see people catch a lot of big fish. They want to see them catch them on things that they know about, like a whopper plopper or a big swim bait, or you know, most of them their mentality is they're macho. They're the big man. They're like, oh yeah, I catch fish. I can only catch big fish. I catch them on big swim baits. I catch them on huge bait. I mean, like I said, the drop shot for years. When I started the FLWs in 2009, no, 2010, for years, the drop shot or to have a spinning reel in your boat, they all made fun that you had a sissy rod. Ooh, you pulling out the sissy rod? You pulling out the sissy rod? Nowadays, you know, the last 3 years I did it, every single pro that won a tournament, everything else, had a spinning reel and a drop shot and finesse. But for years, yeah, I was like, oh, using that sissy rod again? Using that sissy rod? Using it? No, now it's an integrated part of being a professional bass fisherman is to have drop shots and spinning reels and that. But even when I got into it later, into the professional side of it, it was still like, it's a fairy wand. It's sissy. I don't fish that. I only fish 85-pound braid. I'm a real bass fisherman. Yeah, well, I just fished the fairy wand, and I got second, and you got 45th. So suck on that, big boy. Yeah, it's totally changed now. When I started it all, it was all about the macho. We're bass fishermen. We're power. Big baits, big fish. 80-pound braid. 65-pound braid. Fishing in the slop. I don't. Somebody kicks my ass. I don't care what they're fishing. and when they do kick my ass and I'm fishing on the same lake as them and I couldn't get a freaking bite, be pretty damn sure that I'm gonna ask them what the hell they did. Oh, think stuff's fun. See, I like that. It's fun though. I have all my videos of me flipping on Pinot and flipping in the friggin' thick mats and pulling them out of that stuff. I miss it, but I just don't. I don't really have many people I know that have a boat that I can do that with anymore, like a bass boat or anything. But yeah, if you do it all the time, you get bored of it. It's fun. It is seriously really fun to like flip a bait way the hell back and get it to actually go through, and you like, and it's like that battle, like oh, and then all of a sudden you pull it up, start splashing on the surface and bringing it across. I mean, you don't fight them very long, but it's a rush. It's a it's fun to get them out of that stuff and pull them out of that stuff. I used to do it so much I got bored of it and wanted to go outside and use crankbaits, spinnerbaits, and all the finesse stuff, the drop shot and everything. But now I haven't done it much. I really miss just getting way back into shit. Just yanking fish out of it. It's there's no fight. It's just it's more about getting in there, getting the bite, setting the hook, and that's adrenaline. But it all lasts for like 30 seconds. It's like there's no real fight except for the when they're pinned and you're trying to get them, and then you get them up the surface, and then you just reel them across the top of everything. It's short lived. It's not like hook them out in the open on drop shot and everything where they get to fight and like lay a line and you're like whoa whoa, you get that whole like minute or whatever experience and 2 minute. It's still fun though. And even more so now because I haven't done it in quite a while. So I'd like to get back to doing some flipping shows. Get back to yeah, bringing some fish way out of the deep shit. It's fun in that respect. Takes a while though. It takes a while. I mean, I learned flipping in like 1989, so I've yeah, I've had quite a bit of knowledge of flipping and the regular flipping, not the punching or not the pitching, the actual original flipping. Actually, I have a video on that. I gotta do that on a Throwback Thursday too. It's actually not that old. Yeah, pitching is totally different than flipping though. Or people call it punching now, but punching is different than flipping. But yeah, like trying to get something way back in some little crack, 15, 10 feet back, and just heavy slop and all that. You'll like it, Tanner. Once you get introduced to it, you're a hardcore. Even when you're young, you're a hardcore fisherman. You get introduced to it, you're gonna like it. I'm telling you, man, it's gonna be a lot of fun when you get into it. It's like a totally different adrenaline rush. I think you'll like it though. Pretty sure you will. Man, YouTube's being like, well, everybody's being slow on YouTube right now. I've noticed with not just me, but a lot of video and a lot of channels I watch with their videos right now. The last couple weeks, or last week or so, like even all their views are like down compared to what they used to do. And so I don't know. It's the way the world is right now, as far as what's going on and everything. Especially because most of my views are the U.S. I had a few in Japan, a few in Canada, but I'm mostly U.S. and we all know how it's going right now. So it's dicey times. Views are gonna be down. It's not just me. I've seen it with other people I usually watch, other fishing channels, and everything. That everybody's kind of like, not much, but it seems to be still like sort of lower than normal. But it's YouTube, it's views, it's peaks and valleys. I've had enough of them over 14 years to know. But I'm starting to kind of go up now. I figure with almost 1,500 videos, at some time there's going to be critical mass where I am just out there so much in the fishing world. Hey, Wesley. That eventually I'm probably gonna. I gotta pop. I haven't popped in 14 years. Everybody else has popped. When's it my turn to pop? I'm like this huge bubble. Like one of the ones you blow that just get bigger and bigger, and you're like, eventually it's just gonna blow up. I'm hoping. Or, or I'm gonna live and die as the most underrated YouTube channel to ever exist. I don't think it's my content. Still reserve that? No, that's King Cobra. King Cobra night. Actually, no, I had a hurricane earlier. Wow, it actually blinked me out here. Interesting. That's on my third blink tonight, guys. I'm doing good. The ghost of Costco vodka night for me. Whoa. You know, I may be shutting this one down soon, though. I don't know. I don't know, I like going live, but I've done it so much over the last 2 years. That's what I said, I'm cutting it down. I'll never stop them. I'm going to always try to do the 3 nights in a row. But it's just, I don't know. No, I just said I've done it so. Remember, I used to be live like 5 days a week. Now I've cut down to 3. I like it. It's fun, but I don't like anything that starts feeling like work. And when it starts feeling like work instead of something I enjoy, it tells me I need to like cut back on it. I've learned this from a lot of creative people and everything else. It's like if the joy of creating it gets fuzzy, I guess, I don't know, or it seems, yes, I don't know, it just seems like, oh damn, it's like, yeah, I get to go live tonight too. Oh, damn, I have to go live tonight. That's not good. That's not a good feeling, and not that I'm all the way to that point right now, but it's. Oh, part of it last night, the panel was kind of slow. There weren't many people in. And I'm an artist, creative person. I'm temperamental, so yeah, yeah. That's what I said. It's just, plus everything that's going on with the whole, you know, the whole situation, the COVID thing, all that. Like, I'm sure all that in the back of my mind is working on it too. Plus, the fishing's been slow. It's been like crap. Ugh. Uh, yeah, it's kind of same with me. It's like, um, actually, no, editing is still sort of. If I get fish in a video and I'm catching fish, editing for me is still fun. Or if I'm doing a tips and tricks or biology bites or a vlog, the fun of filming it and being the way I am and the way I'm editing it out, that's a lot of fun. But yeah, I think that's what's kind of got me down is the fishing shows. I haven't been catching anything, and it's trying to tell the story and not have fish, and I have to really look through 8 hours or 6 hours of footage and try to piece it together in a way that makes it fun and entertaining. That's exhausting. If you get like 10, 15 fish in a show or 8 fish or something where you have something to go to, that's fishing. um, those are a lot more fun to edit, and they're becoming a lot easier for me. But I've just spent like the last couple months with just a grind. That might work, but like I said, it's just I don't know. Every creative artist and everything, there's a balance. There's a burnout point. There's a balance, and the fact that I've 14 years on YouTube and the last 10 years focusing on it more with fishing and kind of going in and out of it and buying cooking. Exactly. That might work. That'd be fun. Yeah, but I said um, you gotta understand you can't force creativity. That's the worst thing to do if you're somebody that's creative and creative within your videos and everything and want to do something that's creative and a story is force it. It's got to just happen. We can only hope. Can only hope. But that's why I'm trying to balance it now with like the Throwback Thursdays and adding more tips and tricks and the other stuff. Yeah, that's just it, Wesley. It suddenly becomes from, yeah, when you're, yeah, when you're a YouTuber and it's a business. I said that in the 40 question, and they said, "What's your favorite hobby?" I said, "Well, that fishing has now become my job. I guess my favorite hobby is skateboarding." Um, but yeah, once it becomes to that point, almost anybody that's famous has burned out at some point. I just watched Rocket Man and what happened to Elton John, and you watch writers. I mean, even in skateboarding with me, I was so into it, loved it so much, and did it so much, so much, so much back in the day that I just got burned. It's like it didn't become fun anymore. And then I gave it up for like a year or something, and all of a sudden I kind of got back into it. And I'm like, oh my God, why did I quit? I love this. But it just became too overwhelming. And I don't know, because I got into the competition with it, and that sort. I don't know. But it's a weird process with creative minds, with stuff you do. Not much backroads. We're just back to talking about, yeah, I don't know. Uh, the the ups and downs of life, I guess. Or the ups and downs of video making and fishing and the creative mind. At least that's what I was talking about. Oh no, he is. All right, talk amongst yourselves. Now we're on a comment. No, that's actually Black 'em Out Sweets. I'll be right back though. I gotta pee. Talk amongst yourselves. Oh, I'm back. You guys still here? The three. Lack of his fuzzy hat though. No, that's only Mondays. Panel Mondays is the only time I wear the other hat. Because panel Mondays often go places that these regular videos don't go. Tito's back. Yeah, no, it's burnout. You haven't even been doing it that long, back roads. I mean, the fact that I started doing Central Coast Bass back in 2002 and had it on cable access and then switched it over to YouTube and I don't know. I like to do really creative stuff like skateboarding videos, snowboarding videos, music videos, fashion videos. So when I get stuck in something that's that contained, um, it starts getting me burnout because I'm like, it's the same thing over and over. So that's why I've sort of changed things. Yeah, I wear it all year. Right now it's like 58 degrees, so it's cold here. Yeah, but see, that's what I'm just doing now. I'm finding more and more ways to make it creative. Or more creative than like the intros I'm doing now. Where I'm just on the porch and because I'm getting bored of editing the same style of videos over and over. Because I live on the coast. I live a mile from the beach. It's foggy. It's been misting all day. Our average temperature is like 65 all year? Yeah, I live on the coast. I mean, I can turn it around. That's all fog out there. Fishing charter money right now. I've never been on a charter boat. Not my gig, my man. Not my gig. Yeah, I can see it. Yeah, it always goes in there. You don't understand. He's in Utah, right? You know, he's used to 100-degree days and 70-degree nights. Um, we don't get that much here in California. Not on the coast. It gets hot 5 miles inland and draws the fog in, and we sit at 55, 60 degrees all the time. Yeah. Well, I understand you back roads. Yeah, it's. Yeah, but like I said, I'm entertaining myself with doing stuff different now. Like in the intro thing, back to my, like I said, punked, where I'm sitting here on the porch and I'm doing all that different cuts. And I mean, I don't know, that's helped me get out of the funk, like, and change it up some, just a little bit. When I get to the fishing part, it's kind of the same thing. Still storytelling, and I have my day so far and all that. But I'm getting better at having fun with the intro, and that's like my favorite part now. When you've been at it this long, yeah, well, try doing it for 14 years, backroads. anyway, anyway, they weren't all fishing, and in the beginning, I had other stuff. Yeah, that's just the thing. It's like, and the reality is, a lot of the big YouTubers now have editors and have filmers, so they don't have to. They just have to go out and be creative, have fun, and somebody else is doing all the legwork. Yeah, they don't have to sit down and edit. They don't have to. They just have to go out and be themselves, have fun fishing, film with the chesty, do their talking. Yeah, that's just it. And you gotta get to the point that, yeah, you film it, but it's I don't know. So the other day I went to the pier with Tito and Lonnie. Had my camera, was gonna do the chesty with the mic, and I forgot the card. The SD card I'd taken out. I still had it in the computer because I was editing from it. And instead of freaking out and saying, "I'll be back, guys," and driving back home and all that, I went, "Fuck it. Let's just go fish and have fun. I'm not even going to film it." And that felt so great to me to just not even worry about it. Yeah. No, but I said, yeah, everyone's like, what? I'm like, I don't care. This is fun. This is us. This isn't recorded. I need this. Let's just go fish, have fun. I'm not gonna worry about filming it. I'm not gonna like feel guilty. I need time to just do this when it's not on record. And it was really fun. No worry about talking to camera or explaining things. It was just a lot of fun. Um, Not that I ever want to do it again though, but yeah, it was. Yeah, you gotta get a balance with it. Like I said, if it's a burnout, yeah, once it becomes a burden and you're not happy and you don't feel happy doing it and you're too worried about it, like Macros is talking, oh, that's tough. Just gotta back off. Film something else, do some little stuff. I know it's hard because suddenly you go out and you're like, oh, I'm not gonna film today, and you knock the shit out of them, and you're like, damn it. Well, at that point, just go out and film it, but just be more casual, and it might show in the filming. It might show in what you do in your editing. That you're not so worried about that you're just fishing, and the camera happens to be on. Just be normal. Just talk normal. Don't worry about anything. Just and then put it together. Yeah, and you're starting to understand me, Backroads. Yeah, 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 Tanner. That's what I said. When it becomes second nature, is when it's better. Well, Backroads. That's what I was saying. Everybody's like, "Did you watch my fishing show? Did you watch my fishing show? You never watched my fishing channel. You never watched my fishing channel." I'm like, I fish. I film. I spend all day editing. A lot of times, I just want to watch like stupid shit when I get on YouTube. I mean, I try to watch you guys and my favorites, but sometimes I just want to binge watch Cops or watch Best of Friends or watch Pawn Stars or Punked or it's like I spend all my day fishing and filming and filming and fishing and editing fishing and editing filming. And when I get on YouTube, since I don't watch TV, sometimes I just want to watch something totally different. I don't want to watch somebody else fish because I just spent 8 hours editing myself fishing. I'm done with fishing. Yeah, I don't know. Don't get into that. I must because I must. If you truly like them, watch them. But I mean, what if you blow up? You suddenly have 30, 40, 50,000 subscribers, 100,000, 200,000, a million. I mean, it's, you, you can't comment every comment. You can't watch every freaking video. Yeah, but Tanner, that's when it becomes a point where you just, like I said, you just fish. You come second nature. You just go there. You turn on your film. The less you think about filming it, like you said, hey, Chris came in. Yeah, the less you think about it, the more you just do it naturally, the better it'll become. Trust me. And that's when you get to the point that Yeah, but that's just it. But then it comes to the point if you get big enough, you have an editor. So you just go out to fish all day, Tanner, and you be yourself and you catch fish and that, and then you just hand it off to him and he does all the editing. Yeah, but like I said, you get to the point where, I mean, majority of the big YouTubers do not edit their own stuff anymore. They have somebody that's hired for them. And you just gotta do it for fun. It's all gonna be fun. If it becomes work, it's supposed to be a career. And if it's a career, it's because you love it. If it becomes a job, jobs are usually things you don't like doing. You don't like having a job. Career, yeah. Job, no. Yeah, but that's what I said. You just got to get to the point that, yeah, it's just something you do. Well, then just make what you make. If you're just doing it for fun, do it for fun. Yeah, like I said back, if you're just doing it for fun, just do it for fun. Don't, and that's kind of where I'm getting now. I'm worrying too much about the fact that it's becoming what I do. Hey, Jay Jones. Yeah, and yeah, that's when you start worrying about it's what you do and not having fun with it, and you start worrying about all that other shit. That's when it becomes no fun. Just you're not monetized. You're just doing it for fun. Just keep doing it. It gets to the point that's making you money and it blows up. Then worry about it. 5 hours. Jeez. 5 hours? Damn. I usually spend 6, 7, 8 hours on mine. Well, well, think about the fact when you do that back roads and you upload it and nobody watches it. Or it gets just as many views as all the rest of them. 3 hours. I usually have, yeah, my average is 6, 7, and 8. Yeah, I usually have, yeah, 6 or 7 hours of footage from the shows you see me edit. So yeah, it's a lot of footage to go through because I'm constantly, and my camera's on from the time we launch to the time we go in. It's on 100% of the time. So I have so much freaking footage for one show. I love fish down south. Yeah, but yeah, it's just I don't know. And I said I'm anyway. I'm not. I mean, yeah, I hit 3K. Woo woo. Yeah, I've been consistently making like $100 a month. Woo woo. Way better than I used to, but still, it's not. It's not having 30K. It's not having thousands of views of video instead of hundreds. But Well, yeah, it's 3K, but like I said, it's not 30K. Yeah, we all want to grow, but like I said, it's there. Uh, there is something on YouTube that's it's more about letting it. Uh, I don't know. It's hard. It's really hard. You have to get big to back off. I have 2 followers and 0 videos. Yeah. No, but there's a point where when you get to the point, I'd say if you had 30, you would be happy. When you get to 100K, you'd not be happy. Yeah, I said it's. I don't know. I mean, it's just getting some. It's not about the money, but it'd be nice to get the money, if that makes any sense. Yeah. Oh, that's just my sort of like thing with it, or my kind of is. I don't know. It's just seeing what people produce, and I know what kind of money they're making, and the fact that I know what I'm producing and I'm not. Yeah, that's just the frustrating point. And like I've always said, the more the if I got big and the more money, it would be. I'd do more giveaways. I could do more traveling and more fun stuff. And they see people that start getting the money and you know they're making money and they're still doing the same stupid thing over and over and over. It's like, go travel, go do something different, do something fun. But they're caught up in I gotta keep doing this, I gotta keep doing that, I gotta keep, this is what's making me money, this is what's making, you know, once you get there, you notice that with a lot of the big channels, like, remember intros used to be fun? And everybody had an intro? Like, they came in and there was music and intro. You look at all the Googans and that now, no intro. The show just starts with them talking and they just talk, and the days of intros with them and that is nothing now. It doesn't even matter. Uh yeah, I was talking to Tito about that. About the ability to I have the innate ability to watch something and mimic it. But a lot of people don't have they can watch a really good, well put together video and they don't understand. Yeah. But yeah, it's I don't know. I've always had that ability to be able to watch something. Um, yeah, with me, I can watch something and then I don't know. I've been video editing on the computer for 20 years. So but one thing I do is and here's a good thing for you, Backroads. Well, actually, I don't know if you have editing software. Do you? You edit on your phone, huh? No, but I will download the show and I'll put it into the video editing software and I will look at cuts and look at transitions, and I'll go like frame by frame, like to see how many frames that cut took, or how many frames, or well, maybe that's my problem. Yeah, well, maybe that's my problem. I've been on too long. I'm too established. That's why nobody likes me. No, when you put something in the software and you start looking at it, like especially a lot of quick edits and everything, you'll start realizing that, wow, really? That was only 5 frames? That's like 29.97 frames a second? That was only 6 frames, 5 frames? At least you're consistent. You know, I'm consistently bad, evidently. Yeah, but I said I analyze everything. Yeah, you have to find your niche, you have to find your flow, you have to tell a story. Storytelling is the most important thing in creating a video. Yeah, I mean, video is storytelling. Yeah, I have. And I finally realized I got it. Yeah, that's what I said. I'm having fun with it now. I'm like, it's not. Yeah, but if you look at it, yeah, it's everything I've always done, and I've always filmed my shows the same way. I'm just I'm just becoming a better storyteller within the videos I film, and that's what you've noticed with the difference in it. It's actually nothing different than what I've done in the past like 5 or 6 years. I'm just sort of slightly tweaking the storytelling of it, and yeah, it's hard to explain to people because it is different. Gammy's Journey Grace, what is up? Yeah, that's why I said you'll notice it, and somebody that follows me a lot will notice that it's changing. But in the same regard, it's been the same way I've always filmed things for the last like 6, 7 years. I'm just I'm just reorienting the way that it's presented to you. 7 a.m. Nice. Well, you're in the new intro. Show going up tomorrow, Jay Jones. You're in it. Yes, you are, buddy. I put you in it. I said I'd put you in the next video I upload that was actually a full show. Um, yeah, I mean, yeah, it's collaboration, CT. Yeah, we know that. We know that, Mr. CT. Uh, I don't know. I'm like the last person to ask. Backroads. Um, yeah, well, see, I denied, I don't know. No, Backroads, I mean, I'm doing great. I'm doing great. We're just discussing things, and boy, yeah, I was actually gonna log off a while ago, but we got more people in now. We're discussing stuff. No, Backroads. I tried forever. I didn't do B-roll. I didn't do that sort of stuff. I just started introducing B-roll. What, like, it's been a year now? What's your opinion? It'll be soon. Yeah, I'll create it. But yeah, it was like I resisted all that. I didn't go to the B-roll. I didn't. I don't know. I resisted a lot. I said you can't have one. It'll be up there soon. Um, yeah, backwards, but that's just it. It's like everybody told me quality. Everybody told me you need B-roll. Everybody told me, and I just denied it. And then when I jumped into it, um, all right, Jess Fish, thank you for coming in. Yeah, then suddenly when I tried it, people are suddenly like, dude, you've already outdone John B and blah, blah, blah with your B roll, and your editing and your B rolls are so great. I'm like, I could have always done that. That comes back from my skateboarding videos. That comes back from all that other stuff. Wow, that's a tough question, dude. Seriously? That's like a hardcore question. But thanks, Backroads. When it's not fun, it's very plain and simple. When it's not fun, when it becomes a burden, we talked about this earlier. Yeah, when it when it's not fun and you've tried everything and it's not working, might be time to quit. Or the sadistic person I am, every argument I get with somebody, every complaint I get, yeah, I get pissed and I get mad and I say, that's it, I'm done. And then the next day, I'm um, I'm back at it trying something else. I did it for 11 years with my clothing store. I've been at it for 14 years on YouTube. No, I like it. I like it when people get pissed at me and when people argument with me or I get pissed off and just like suddenly blow up and people come back at me and that fuels me. That's like, yeah, it just, I might be pissed. Yeah, that's why I'm doing the Throwback Thursdays. Yeah, but yeah, I when people piss me off, a lot of times by the end of the night, I'm like, screw it, I'm done. People don't understand me. But next day, I'm thinking about what they said, and I'm working on something new. So it's a that's just me as a creative person. It's a double edged sword. It's like I've constantly said that, like I'm done, I'm over, and then I go to bed. I wake up next day and I start thinking. I'm like, no, fuck it, I'm not over. I've been on here a long time. I'm not done. They want this? All right, let me try this. Let me try that. Well, no, I'm the same thing. I've had lots of things that were successful, but not monetarily. And a lot of it was because I didn't take the initiative to turn it to something that was profitable, or I was too hard headed to do it all myself when I needed other people to help me with it, like with my clothing store, or not being business oriented when I was a head DJ and creating enough to say, hey, you need to pay me more. Look what I'm doing. You making change up with the channel? Not really. No, I'm just learning. I like. Well, I said it in the 40 question thing. Um, I said that in the 40 question thing. One of my biggest downfalls, not believing in my own talents. No, it'll always be fishing. It'll just be the. Yeah. Yeah, but that's just it. It's like, I mean, the amount of successful people that have therapists. Yeah, but it's really surprising if you actually watch highly successful people, whether it's in music, whether it's in movie making, sitcoms, pro- being a producer, being a director. They all have therapists because they're highly creative people and they have issues. And they all have therapists they have to go to anyway they're worth God knows $1 million, $10 million, whatever. They the creative process and the creativity they have, they still have insecurities and everything else, and they have issues, and they go to therapists. People wouldn't think somebody that's well off and has Oscars and everything else would be going to a therapist, but they do. Yeah, but then when you get to the point that you're making money and you're happy with it, then it's the goal is set. It's just getting to the point where the goal is set. Oh yeah, I mean, there's. All right, Tito. Yeah, well, there was an old story I heard about Steven Spielberg. And it was from his wife, Steven Spielberg. I mean, hello. Could you not think of anybody more successful in the world than Steven Spielberg? And he was walking down the street, and some guy said, "Yeah, yeah, that's the same thing. That's the same thing. Backroads. You just got to learn that it's not. It's just getting in there and getting in." But anyway, back to the story of Steven Spielberg. He's walking down the street. Some guy came up to him and goes, "Hey, you're still Steven Spielberg, right?" He goes, "Yeah, I'm Steven Spielberg." He started talking to me. It was, I forget which movie it was. All of a sudden, he said something about a certain scene. And this movie had already won the Oscar, and he won Best Director, or whatever. And the guy mentioned this one scene and kind of mentioned an alternative sort of scenario for it. And later at night, and this was his wife talking about it. So later that night, he came home and they were eating dinner, and he started talking about, yeah, I was going to do that. I was going to do a show about how drunk can I get and still catch fish. I think that'd be a good show. But anyway, over dinner, he was talking about this just random guy he met and this famous movie. And he was going, he might have been right. That scene might have been better. The way he and his wife's like, some random guy off a movie that's already famous, and he's still thinking the guy might be right. Just some random guy, not a director. He doesn't have Oscars. He doesn't have Best Director. He doesn't make films. But it made him think, and it made him think, and he gets so stuck in it that all during dinner, all he's talking about is going, he might have been right. Like, I kind of understand. Like, that might not have, but that all leads him to maybe the next scene or another scene, another great movie, and that he uses that. So it's this, it's even if you're famous and even if you have all that, somebody can just still say something that gets in your head. Yeah, it was just, but that's just the creative process. Yeah, to the kayaks, maybe that's an it. Yeah, but that's just sort of always been, I don't know. As a true creative artist, you're never really happy with anything you do. It's never the best it could be. It's just good enough. And to hear that from someone as famous as Steven Spielberg, that he gets upset by somebody just on the street that mentions a different version of a cut of a movie, and you're just like, why would he care? Really, I'll try it. I'd try it. I'll need I'll need a ride home afterwards. Well, I'll need a designated driver there and a designated driver back home. Yeah, no, I wouldn't even last in a kayak sober. I would fall out of that thing so quick. No, it's just I don't know. You guys totally blew over that whole concept I was saying. I'm trying to make something epic here, sort of, in my drunkenness. But yeah, the creativity. It's just I don't know, I'm just hoping I'm finally to the point that I'm just um, neighbors. Oh, what's going on? Yeah, you can. I don't get in a car. What the hell's going on? This dog won't leave. Um, yeah, I just like I said, I'm getting to the point where I'm just trying to have fun again. I'm trying to edit it and play with it and be creative and have fun. And I'm hoping, since and my numbers are going up, and well, my views, yeah, and my views are up. My, yeah, I don't know. Wait, you're crazy, Eddie. Well, oh, is that from the? Was that from the Fozzie video? This guy? Wow, wow. I saw a bear. I shot. That guy? Is that crazy, Eddie? Is that crazy, Eddie? Is that my character from way back then? The Fozzie character? Is that who you're talking about? Still waiting for him. Just need a good bass boat, man. You guys just need a good bass boat and you will love fishing from a boat. I know you can't put them in half the waters you're in, but Tanner knows that. You gotta love fishing from that bass boat. Oh, that guy. Oh, that. Oh, the energy guy. Yeah. No, that's actually Ashton Kutcher. Yeah. The funky sea. No, that's me imitating Ashton Kutcher. That's me imitating Ashton Kutcher from the punked from the punked intro. Yeah, I know that. A lot of you, like me, a lot of the lakes I fish, you can't have a boat in them. Okay, that character. No, that's Ashton Kutcher. Yeah, that 3K video. Yeah, that was right when I started watching Punked again as intros. Yeah, that was me, and I even said that. I said it beforehand. I said, "Yeah, this is you're gonna see this new video out and the intro and all that. That's me." Yeah, that's kind of what I incorporate into my new intros to the fishing shows now. Is going back to being that Ashton Kutcher character. Yeah, that's what's bled into. Exactly. Yeah. Really? Okay. Yeah, that was when I first started watching Punked again. I noticed it on. Yeah, and that's where actually my original tips and tricks in 2009 with the two cameras and all that stuff. Um, anyway, I wasn't as excited then. The two camera angle and stuff and that came from Punked and his intros. And then that 3K one that I went back to and I watched it and I'm like, oh, I can be that character. I can be that excited and that fun and do all those cuts and be kind of over the top. And that, like I said, that's bled into my now video blogs, and now it's bled into my intros of my fishing channels. Yeah, that's what I said. It's all and all that's becoming just the editing of it. That's become my storytelling. That show sucked. We didn't even catch a fish. I'm pretty much the same exact way. I'm actually more I'm actually more uh, how I am now in the videos than I was before. We may never know. No, I'm now my videos are becoming more me, and not being me as a Bill Dance prior. It's yeah. You keep asking that backwards. No, but it's becoming much more and more of me in my videos than um, what it was in the past. I was always that way in when I was fishing. The smart ass and the comments. Yeah, it was normal, and we didn't catch anything, and I had to make it fun and creative. But yeah, no, that's just it. I'm getting more of me into. It's usually within when I'm fishing and with my comments and our smart ass stuff while I'm fishing, but I'm getting more of that smart ass me stuff into the intros and the day so far and that stuff. So I was trying to be more, uh, I don't know, straight man instead of the funny man. Yeah. No, seriously, if you go back to a lot of my, yeah, a lot of older videos, I was much more that way all the time. But that's sort of what's becoming now. Is I'm becoming more. I'm incorporating everything I was like as a DJ, as a skateboarder, as a fashion designer, which is stuff that's totally different than fishing and your fishing persona. And that's always been me. Fishing has always been sort of the. Yeah, no, that was all stuff that I did. Yeah, to answer your question backwards, I'm getting back to being me. Getting back to being the normal me. Like my Monday night panels when I had the funky hat on, sometimes a furry jacket, that different stuff. Yeah, this I'm becoming more the real me in my fishing shows. Basically, it's me saying, fuck it, it's a fishing show, but this is me. I'm a fashion designer. I'm a skateboarder. I'm an '80s DJ. I don't need to pretend that I'm not any of that just because I have a fishing show. I can be that same character and fish. So that's kind of where this whole metamorphosis is coming. And the fact I'm 53 and I'm like at this age I'm like fuck it. I'm not gonna I'm not gonna try to be that different person because I fish because I always got shit because they didn't understand me. Like what, you fish? You have a clothing store. You're a fashion designer. How do you fish? Like, what? You're a skateboarder. What? You're an 80s DJ. How can you fish? I'm like I can fish because I love to fish. Yeah, I used to do that. It didn't do much for me. Ended up being overplayed. I've just yeah, I don't know. It is true. I am sort of reinventing myself. Needs a fake. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I think a lot of my metamorphosis of what I'm doing now is the fact that I'm like, fuck it. I'm just gonna do what I like to do, and I'm gonna put together a video. Anyway, it's fishing. the way I like to incorporate that DJ guy, that skater guy, that fashion guy, do the MTV style, make it fast, make it fun. Um, yeah, that's just what I'm doing now. I'm having fun with it. And yeah, people already know I have the knowledge. They know how I know how to catch fish. And to grab a new market and make it more entertaining, sometimes you gotta, you know, go that different route. Be Mr. What do you say, Eddie Psycho or Eddie whatever, that hyper energetic guy. If I have to do it, I'll do it. That's who I like to be anyway. A character. Anyway, it's me. The character is me, but it's fun to just be somebody. Uh, Not really care. So, yeah, that's where I'm heading. Don't worry, Backroads. I'm still the same person. Yeah, you shot. Yeah, that's what that could go in with the "How drunk can I get and still catch fish" video. I don't know if it'll get monetized. It probably won't get monetized on YouTube if I do that, but it might give me subs. It might introduce me to people, make them watch me more past the fact of that. But yeah, once you get monetized, it's a whole different. I mean, keywords, title. I mean, everything can get you like limited or no ads. It's tough. Yes. Yeah, considering I make like 100 to 200 casts a day, 500 casts a day, 8 hours. Yeah, that'd be a short-lived video. I'd be like, yeah, that wouldn't work. I'd have to do a certain amount of beer challenge or something. Couldn't be just something like that. That would like no. I don't do shots anyway, so. All right, guys, I'm gonna end this one. Wow, I was like gonna end it at like a little over 2 hours. Now I'm at 3. Use the light stuff though. I cast a lot of day. Yeah, like I say, guys, I'm gonna shut this one down. Thanks. I mean, a lot of you came in later. Like I said, it sort of had a surge at the end. But I have the video for tomorrow. It's all set. It's done. Um, it's me and Chris catching slonk donkeys. Slonk donkeys. There's the Ashton Kutcher character right there. I'm catching slonk donkeys at Lake X, guys. But yeah. If you Christian, yeah. That's time, and I'm gonna be doing a video on that about quality and wear and tear. That's coming. I have stuff set up. I'm not done. I know I get bitter and angry, and sometimes think like I was like, dude, he's like flipping out. He's all angry. I'm like, no. Next day I'm back at it. It's the way I've always been. It fuels me. Poke me enough, and I just back away and come at it at a different angle. That makes sense. But all right, guys, I'm out. Um, New show coming. Oh, my battery's almost dead anyway. New show tomorrow. Me and Chris and Pino. You'll like it. It'll be fun. Probably won't see you live again until next Sunday. Might show up Thursday as a surprise again, but let's keep that going. Yeah, but see, that's just it. And people don't understand it. That's what I need to bottom out to come back up. It's always the way I've been. Happy, 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 happy doesn't work for me. I need to be happy, 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 and suddenly get really fucking pissed off. And then suddenly I go happy again for months. It's, yeah. It, for me, the negative is a positive. You guys don't like to see it, and I hate to do it, and I'm stupid to do it, but I need to not respond to it, just absorb it, and I can make you mad. Yeah, you can, Tanner. You know how to make me mad. You know how to push my buttons. And that's what I love about you, because you push my buttons, and then, yes, I do. That's everyone. That's why I said they see me there, and they're like, "Dude, you're all right. Like, here's my number. You can call me. This and that." I'm like, "Dude, I was just venting. I was just getting it out. I'm sorry. I have to do that sometimes. It just boils. Steams out the top. Yeah, exactly. And then I'm refueled. Why are you fired up? No, I just need that. That's what fuels me. I, it's been that way in anything I've done creatively. I just when I was a skateboarder and I thought I was all cocky and I was all happy, suddenly a way better skater than me would come to the park, come to my ramp, freaking, um, and they would do tricks I didn't know and blow me off, and I would get negative with them. I would like call them names. I would like sort of almost have a fight with them and that, and then it fueled me. Next day I was on my ramp trying to learn the tricks they learned, trying to do things. It's just yeah, I'm a highly competitive person, and when people are better than me or people dig at me about certain things, it fucking pisses me off. And I go on a rant, I get angry, and then the next day I'm using it as fuel for my fire to get better. It's not a good process, but it works for me. So that's just kind of what it goes with me. I love to get pissed off by people because, yeah, it just fuels me to do better. All right. On that note, like I said, I'm heading out. It just needs some air. Yeah, exactly. He knows how to push my buttons, but he still comes back. He still loves me. Anyway, he loves to piss me off. And now he knows that him pissing me off fuels me to get better. He's probably going to piss me off even more. Because, yeah, he knows it. So he's going to try it more now. I know him. I'm just, I just hope I get better at maintaining it. But, yeah, guys, I'm out. I can't see his face. No. I'm late. I gotta go. I'm out. I've already been on 3.5 hours. And I will see you guys next live. Like I said, show tomorrow's already done. Show Thursday and new show on Friday. So you won't see me live, but you're gonna see me uploading in the next 3 days. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. I'm out.